March 30th, 2010, the Golden Shaheen. Lord Guerrero comes up to the gate. I'm watching the big screen. Here I am standing inside in the paddock by myself, away from people. Nervous, palms are sweating, armpits are sweating, my feet, my toes are sweating. I look up. Kinsale King 7-1. They break, they're sharp, they're gone. Where's my yellow silks? I thought to myself. I see the black and the red silks of Rocket Man pop ahead in front. I still can't see nothing. Where's my yellow silks? I'm thinking. All of a sudden, Rocket Man takes back a wee bit. Gomez squeezes a little bit. Here comes the yellow yin and yang silks to the front. I see Kinsale King's head about a neck and a half in front of Rocket Man. Now Rocket Man is stuck inside in a hole, right where we want him. Polka dots, maroon silks, breathing down the throat of Kinsale King. I remember telling Gary Gomez before leaving the paddock, if you get the King to the front, turning for home, he won't back down. Now we turn for home, 400 metres from home, and I'm hoping what I just told him comes true. Kinsale King goes down for a stretch. His stride keeps lengthening. Rocket Man finds a seam at 200 metres from home. Here he comes, he's breathing down my throat. Kinsale King strides out. Gary Gomez asks for more, and he gives everything he has. 50 metres from home. Here's the Rocket Man, but it's the King. Wow. I'm jumping, I'm screaming, I'm crying. Inside, I'm so relieved. It's not even about the money at this stage. It's what I accomplished at 36 years of age. When someone like Dr. Sheehy gave me a chance with a horse that wasn't doing that well. I'm watching the big screen, as I did for the last minute and 10 seconds. He's galloping out. People are screaming. People are hugging. They're flying at me from all angles. Microphones, cameras, video cameras. I look up at the big screen. There's the Gomez swinging out at Kinsale King, trying to pull him up. And I think right away, will he go a mile? Will he go 7 furlongs? Can we get to Ascot? All this is going through my mind. Did my mother watch the race back home? My dad is standing right beside me. In awe, in shock, I suppose. Is my little village back home where I come from in Newmarket and Fergus? Are they watching down the local pub? Man, what a relief. What a pressure. The pressure that just comes off your shoulders. I can now pay the few bills. I can even maybe buy a new car. But it wasn't even about the money. It was about what I accomplished. The heartaches, the ups and the downs. Coming into this race, 3 wins in a row. Could he do this? Could he be crowned champion sprinter of the world tonight? And here he is. He did it. Back up at the TV screen again. There they're showing me again, leaping all over the place. At the time, I don't know what I was doing. I have absolutely no idea. I just knew I had to get it out of my system. I was just over the moon. There wasn't really a lot of pressure put on me going into the race, to be quite honest. Frank had a lot of faith in me. He never second-guessed me. He let me do my thing. That was the most important part. I'd been to Dubai before, you see, for different trainers. So I knew going into it what I needed to do. But I also stayed true to my horse. I had always walked him into the races to wind him up a wee bit so he would break a little bit sharper. That's just who he was. I look back up at the TV screen and there's Gomez, the great Gareth Gomez, getting his interview from Kate Brader. I knew now at this stage, in about 3 minutes from now, or maybe 60 seconds from now, they're going to be coming at me. What am I going to say? What can I say? I had faith in the horse all week. I did what I always do, and it worked. I stayed back in quarantine. He trained for 2 days when we got there. He jogged a day. He stood in the gate. And then I kept him in quarantine. I walked him every day, twice a day, sometimes 3 times. I gave him his Guinness and his 2 raw eggs. And a few mints. The Polar mints, his favourite. I look back up at the TV screen again and there's the Gary Gomez still having an interview. I can't really hear what he's saying because the crowd is going mad inside the paddock. People are coming from all angles. There's cables all over the ground. My ankle is very sore from leaping all over the place. When my dad gave me a squeeze after the race, he almost broke my shoulder, so I have a little pain on my shoulder. I'm sweating. I look over the crowd, I can't see Frank anywhere. Here's the camera, microphone in my face. People writing down what I'm trying to say. Will they spell my name correctly is what I'm thinking. Anyway, we're talking, we're chit-chatting. They show me the video on a little iPad of some sort. I'm hoping they can make me a DVD. Had no idea it's going to be on YouTube. No idea. Of course, we'll make you a copy, he said. So I explained the race to them real quickly. Then they asked me what I was doing, jumping all over the place. Ah, says I, that's the Irish River dance in Dubai. After it all, it's settled in. I'm dying to get back to my horse. I can't because he's coming by such a long walk back. And I know Michael Dickinson's going to be out there asking Gomez how was the track. Up on the big screen again, there I am, leaping all over the place. They keep showing replays and replays and replays. Cameras all over the place. Interviews from everywhere. Hong Kong, Japan, Singapore, France, Ireland, England. BBC is there. There's the king up on the big screen, shining like a copper penny. 7-1 results. Rocketman second, One World was third. Will you go to Ascot? There was no doubt in my mind Ascot was the next stop. I would never have thought twice. It was a venture that Kinsale King would take Sheehy's and O'Callaghan's on a journey of a lifetime. I'm very grateful for everything that King has done to me and has done for me. And 11 years later, as he sits in my paddock out in the backyard, with a smile on his face, roaming the fields. There's times I bring him into the track, he gallops around with the 2-year-olds. And not too long ago, a few weeks ago, I took him up to New Jersey, where I get to run him. I got to ride him myself in a mile flat grass race on the grass. Will he get the mile, says I. Sure. It was for a bit of a laugh. I took him out there, we broke. I chirped to him, he jumped right into the bridle. I set him behind a young lady into the first turn, and down the backside I'm still sitting. Around the grandstand for the first time, I'm still sitting second. As soon as I passed the bottom turn, with one turn left to go, I chirped to him and he jogged me to the lead. That feeling that Garrett Gomez had, turning for home in Dubai. To ride in the same suits as Garrett Gomez, it was just a joy. To share Kinsale King with my family now, my 3-year-old son, there's no better feeling. Kinsale King, I love you with all the bottom of my heart. And you will live out the rest of your days with me and my family. For you have brought some of the biggest dreams and the biggest journeys to our families.